May?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray again. This is Drake. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And some space here. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down pickup by McCole Hardman, and this season is really his big chance to emerge and break out. Last 3 years, he's been second fiddle among KC's track star receivers, but with Tyreek Hill gone now, this is McCole Hardman's opportunity to take on a bigger role in the offense.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Yellow. 43.
On first down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Joel Sneed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Come on. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A very solid gain of 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, and this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Murray. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Prater's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased under pressure again, and down he goes again. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Chris Jones on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
76 yards on the ground for him so far.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Some good games around the league here early in week week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down, Murray.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Murray. Gets this to Ertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Murray to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A shotgun snap, and again, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Prater to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you